Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll start ASME Essay 20. We'll start from the point yesterday we stopped. Yesterday we have completed metallurgical structure in short. Today we'll start from quality. In this they're talking about the surface imperfections usually viewed by visual inspection. General plate shall be free of injurious defects, shall have a workmanlike finish. Surface imperfections for plate produced from plate as rolled, all injurious surface imperfections shall be removed by manufacturer. For plate produced from coil, all injurious surface imperfections shall be removed by processor. Then shallow imperfections shall be ground to sound metal. The ground area shall be well faired. Well faired means the grinding should be very smooth, not abrupt change in the thickness. Faired and the thickness of the ground plate shall not be reduced below the minimum thickness permitted. Then all surface imperfections, the removal of which will reduce the plate thickness below minimum thickness permitted, shall be cause for rejection of the plate, except that by agreed with the purchaser, the metal so removed may be replaced with the weld metal. The meaning of this is surface imperfections. Sometimes we remove it, and then after removing there will be a deep hole will form, and then if we measure the thickness there, it will be less than the thickness allowance for the plate. These shall be filled with the weld metal if purchaser agree to this. After surface imperfection, we'll go to edge imperfections. The lamellar type discontinuities less than 25 mm in length, visible to unaided eye on the edge of the plate as prepared for shipment by manufacturer or processor are acceptable and do not require any exploration. The meaning is, if we find any lamination or lamellar type other discontinuity on the edge of the plate during the shipment, this is not considered as a defect. This is just discontinuity and no further inspection is required on that. 932, lamellar type discontinuities larger than 25 mm shall be explored to determine their depth and extent. Discontinuities shall be considered continuous when location in the same plane within 5% of the plate thickness and separated by distance less than the length of the smaller of the two adjacent discontinuities. Those shall be explored. Further, in 9.3.3, indication, this is for the plates. Plates are cut by manufacturer before shipment. Indications visible to the unaided eyes on the cut edge of the plate as prepared for shipment by manufacturer or processor shall not exceed the limits given in column 192 of table A1.14 or A2.14. We'll see A2.14. Both tables are same. One is in inch pound and another one is our SI unit MKS. We'll see this table. So this is the table A2.14, visible edge indication extending approximately parallel to the rolled surface. In first column, you can see the plate specification and thickness. Specification is not directly given. They give killed steel or other than killed steel. So first one, you can see killed steel, other than killed steel up to 25 mm thickness. Column 192, depth 3 mm maximum is allowed and length can be any length. Length doesn't matter. So this is the table. Then we go back to again here column 3 and 4. Manufacturer can remove the defect by grinding. See, same again, the first row you can see up to 50 millimeters other than killed steel, 3 to 6 millimeters in thickness if we find the defect, and if length is more than 25 millimeters we can remove by grinding. Also, these are the acceptable column 5 and 6, acceptable on edge cut fabrication. During fabrication, fabricator cuts the plate. For that, what is acceptable? Depth up to 6 millimeters is acceptable, and length can be any length. So this is what column 3 and 4 of the table A2.14, and here it is column 5 and 6 of table A2.14. So up to here it's important. One more point to be noted here: some repairs, small repairs, we can repair it by welding if the thickness is below the acceptable limit. For that welding, the WPS, PQR and welder qualification shall be qualified as per ASME section 9. Methods: all tests shall be conducted in accordance with the test method given in ASTM A370. Anyway, I am going to cover this ASTM A370 in separate video. Regarding tension test, it is self-explanatory. Number of test coupons given here for as rolled plates or heat treated plates. Then orientation of the test specimen. This is important. The longitudinal axis of the tension test specimen shall be transverse to the final rolling direction of the plate. That means we have to take the test specimen in transverse direction, not longitudinal direction. And what is the location of the test coupons? Tension test coupon shall be taken from corner of the plate. But for quenched and tempered plates, the two tension test coupons are required, shall be taken from the opposite end of the plate at the corners. The test specimen preparation is given here. For below 20 millimeter plate, thickness plate shall be full thickness of the plate, means we cannot reduce the thickness. More than 20 mm thickness, tension test specimen shall conform to the requirement of 12.5 mm diameter test specimen of test method given in ASTM A370. Then this is important: elongation requirement adjustments. It's not requirement, its requirements are given in the applicable material specification, but the adjustments are given for the plates below 8 mm in thickness. For example, for 8 mm thickness plate, if the elongation requirement is minimum 17%, you can reduce 0.5%, so 16.5% is allowed. For example, for 6 mm, if suppose elongation given in the material specification is suppose 15, so we can reduce 3%, so it will become 12% is okay. That is the meaning. Now next is notch toughness test, the Charpy V-notch impact test. Number of tests given here for required except for quenched and tempered plates, and except as given in 12.11 and 12.112, one impact test. One impact test means it is set of 3 specimens. For each specified orientation shall be made from each plate as rolled. For quenched and tempered plate, one impact test shall be made from each plate as heat treated. Orientation of the test specimen, we have seen for tensile test we have taken in transverse direction of the rolling. Here the long axis of the test specimen shall be oriented either longitudinal to the final direction of the rolling or transverse as specified in the applicable product specification. It is this SA20 is not talking about the orientation of the impact test specimen. We have to follow the applicable material specification. Then location of test coupon adjacent to the tension test coupons. The location should be just adjacent to the tensile test coupons. Then impact test method, again it is as per A370. Impact test shall be performed in accordance with the test method and definition given in ASTM A370 using Sharpie V-notch type A specimen. After this, acceptance criteria important. Unless otherwise agreed upon, the acceptance criteria shall be given in table A215 for the applicable product specification, grade, class and plate thickness. So we'll go to table A215. So if you see this column, these are the material, these are all the material. So for example, we can say for ASTM 516 grade 60, and then this will fall under the class 3. This is in the joules. So 18 joules average, minimum average for the 3 specimen should be 18 joule, and minimum for 1 specimen should be 14 joule. This is the requirement. And the temperature for the testing, for the thickness 25 millimeter and below should be minus 51 degrees centigrade. It is in centigrade. For thickness from 20, above 20 to 50, it is minus 46. And this is how we have to go to our what material we are looking. Then we should go to the temperature. Then we should go to the requirements. Then there are some notes here below, and these are the classes. So 516 fall under class 3. So what is class 3? Class 3 is a killed steel with a specified minimum tensile strength of 450 MPa or low, less than 450 MPa tensile strength. For this is applicable. So this is the acceptance criteria we have seen in this table. I think we should stop now, and we'll start tomorrow from identification of the plates. Please don't forget to subscribe and like my channel. Thank you very much.